Welcome back to Anime Max Condom Comic Channel, and greetings and salutations, my lovely YouTube family. Are you ready for a wild ride through the dark side of Marvel and DC superheroes? Well, buckle up, because we're about to unleash the top 10 twisted and evil versions of your favorite caped crusaders and spandex, wearing heroes that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew. Get ready to laugh, cringe, and maybe even shed a tear or two as we dive deep into the demented minds of these iconic characters. And before we start, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos, so kick back, grab some popcorn, and let's get this show on the road. Number 10. Superior Spider-Man is a comic book series by Marvel Comics that ran from 2013 to 2014. In this storyline, the character of Peter Parker, who is the original Spider-Man, is replaced by Dr. Octopus, who takes over Parker's body and becomes the new Spider-Man. Dr. Octopus, who is also known as Otto Octavius, has a change of heart and decides to become a hero using his new powers and abilities to protect the city of New York. However, he often uses more ruthless and unconventional methods than Parker did, leading to conflicts with other superheroes and allies. The Superior Spider-Man series was well received for its unique take on the character of Spider-Man and its exploration of themes such as morality, identity, and redemption. Number 9. Hydra Captain America. In an alternate reality, Captain America was brainwashed by Hydra and became their agent, working against the Avengers and other heroes. This version of Captain America is sometimes known as Hydra Cap, and he is a dark and twisted version of the patriotic hero we all know and love. Hydra Cap is a formidable opponent, as he retains all of Captain America's physical abilities and fighting skills, but he has the added advantage of being a ruthless and cunning villain. This character has been featured in several comic book storylines, including the Secret Empire event in 2017. Number 8. Goblin Iron Man. In an alternate reality, Tony Stark, aka Iron Man, was possessed by the Goblin symbiote and transformed into a more sinister version of himself. This version of Iron Man is sometimes known as Goblin Iron Man, and he is a dark and twisted villain who uses his advanced technology and the power of the Goblin symbiote to cause chaos and destruction. Goblin Iron Man has all the abilities of the original Iron Man, including his armor and weapons, but he also has the added advantage of being completely ruthless and unpredictable. This character has been featured in several comic book storylines, including the Spider-Verse event in 2014. Number 7. Grid. This next evil version of a hero is unique in that it stems from one of the heroes themselves. Grid appeared in the Trinity War storyline, a powerful software that wanted Cyborg to access information on metahumans. Cyborg trapped the software until Atomica brought out its full sentience, bringing it into the fold of the crime syndicate upon their arrival and giving it what it always wanted, a body of its own. Joining the crime syndicate, the villain helped their takeover of the world by cutting power to all major cities and releasing all criminals and supervillains on Earth. Number 6. Demon Ghost Rider. In an alternate reality, Johnny Blaze, aka Ghost Rider, was possessed by a demon and transformed into a more powerful and terrifying version of himself. This version of Ghost Rider is sometimes known as Demon Ghost Rider, and he is a dark and sinister villain who uses his supernatural powers to wreak havoc and destruction. Demon Ghost Rider has all the abilities of the original Ghost Rider including the power to manipulate fire and ride a fiery motorcycle. But he also has the added advantage of being completely ruthless and merciless. This character has been featured in several comic book storylines, including the Ghost Rider Trail of Tears storyline. Number 5. Parallax, one of the most prominent turns of a hero into a villain in the DC universe, belongs to Hal Jordan, aka Green Lantern, while many others have taken on the mantle of Earth's Green Lantern. Hal Jordan was known as the best of them all. However, during the 90s, Hal took a dark turn. After the destruction of Coast City, Hal became disillusioned with the Green Lantern Corps and ended up destroying O and the entire Corps, becoming the villain Parallax and plaguing the universe for years. It was later revealed he had been taken over by another entity. Number 4. Red Sun Superman. One popular alternate reality comic book series introduced a villainous form of Superman, and that series was known as Superman, Red Sun. In this storyline, instead of landing in Kansas, Superman landed in the Ukraine and became an agent of the Soviet Union. This led to a major Cold War between the US and Soviet Union, where metahumans were sought after rather than nuclear warheads. Lex Luthor led the United States campaign against Superman. While appearing heroic, Red Sun Superman served the Soviet Union's ideals rather than the world's and human morality in general, imposing restrictions on personal liberties. Number 3. Red Death. One of the most evil versions of a hero comes in the form of one of the newly introduced dark multiverse villains. Red Death. Bruce Wayne of Earth, 52. Red Death came into being after his mind broke after the loss of all his allies, Robins, Tim, Dick, Jason, and Damian, respectively. Seeking to stop criminals once and for all, he took out all of the Flash's rogues, used their weapons to capture the Flash, and then tied Barry to the hood of the Batmobile. Bruce Wayne attached his car to the cosmic treadmill and raced into the Speed Force. Number 2. Batman Who Laughs. The most evil version of a hero has to be the recently introduced Bruce Wayne of the Dark Multiverse, the Batman Who Laughs. No other hero has ever become as villainous as this Bruce Wayne was infected by none other than the Joker, the cruelest and most evil villain of the DC universe. The Joker's blood infected Bruce, twisting him into a grim version of himself. Having his original intellect and tactician mind, he gained the Joker's proclivity for violence and cruelty, turning his Robins into ravenous beasts. He survived Dark Knight's metal and is now infecting the DC heroes. Number Rome. Supreme Doctor Strange in the Marvel Comics. There is a version of Doctor Strange who is known as Supreme Doctor Strange. This version of the character is from an alternate timeline where he became the Sorcerer Supreme much earlier in his life and had much more time to hone his magical abilities. As a result, he is much more powerful than the traditional Doctor Strange that we are familiar with. Supreme Doctor Strange is also known for being more ruthless and pragmatic than his counterpart, often making difficult decisions and using his powers in ways that might be considered morally questionable. He has been featured in several comic book storylines, including the Infinity War and Infinity Crusade events. So guys, this your top 10 Marvel and DC Evil Variants of Superhero list, and thank you guys so much for watching, and we hope you loved this video. Give us a positive comment and some thumbs up, and you can check out this random video on right side. And if you want more anime and superhero content, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. And okay, bye-bye.